Antarctic ice wall. Why was it listed as a restricted area by the US government? Are there really giant creatures under the ice? For Antarctica, which has been frozen for 4,000 years, weird things can happen. These sites, maybe it's a picture you've never seen in your life. On the surface, this is just an ordinary piece of volcanic ice. Actually, it is a 100-meter iceberg directly inserted into the sea floor. The part of the sea we can see. Only 1/10 of his massive body. Deep waters, under ice walls. It is a world that humans have never set foot on. Little is known about him, not even close to understanding the surface of Mars. Today, our scientific expedition team, with the world's most advanced deep-sea exploration equipment, come to Antarctica. We will dive to the depths of the sea. It took over 1,000 hours to record the wonders of sound beneath the ice. It was an unknown journey. No one knows what will happen to us. The probe slowly dived down the side wall of the ice wall. This is what the iceberg looks like under the sea. On a 100-meter-long ice wall, covered with honeycomb nicks, like a carefully carved mural. It's particularly spectacular. 20 meters underwater. More bizarre scenes come into view. These are like giant official formations suspended in water. It's a bunch of perfume towels sleeping upside down. Flavor has the largest brain in the world. No one knows what dreams they are having at the moment, but they usually only sleep for 6 to 24 minutes. So now, if they suddenly wake up, what will it be like? It's hard to imagine how the photographer felt at that time. The probe continues to descend. As the depth increases, people are feeling more and more pressure. The detector components are slightly deformed due to water pressure. Make a sizzling sound. 100 meters underwater is the base of the iceberg. It looks empty here. There seems to be no sign of life. Continue to dive to a depth of 200 meters. You reach the mid-ocean twilight zone. Sunlight is swallowed by darkness. But here's the amazing thing. There is life here. When the searchlight suddenly came on, a spectacular Linksha storm is approaching. Just a few minutes, the detector is completely surrounded by Linksha. According to statistics, existing South Geeland shrimp total about 700 million tons. They are not just ocean breadbaskets for humanity. It's the ultimate secret to the rations of the Antarctic behemoths. Almost all the animals here feed on zero shrimp. As the probe advances, we discovered an underwater garden, but these are not plants. They're primer animals. This is spearhead, an ancient marine invertebrate. They pass through dozens of long, hairy tentacles. Drive yourself to swim. And the most interesting, that's how they descend. As the probe descends to 500 meters below the seafloor, we enter a magical world. There are many amazing places to live here. Strange creature. This is a live worm. Its body is cylindrical, composed of a coke-like substance. It looks like a giant pocket. It's 3 meters long. So much so that the white chest shark passing by, it also looks very petite in front of it. Only the pole. Little sunlight can reach so deep underwater. To survive here, you have to make the most of every glimmer of light. This is a swordfish. Its eyes are as big as tennis balls. Even in the murky waters, you can see everything around you. And this strawberry-like creature, it is a unique local squid. His right eye is always looking down, and his left eye is much larger, and always look up, so that he can observe the bottom of the sea and the prey above at the same time. Because of this, biologists gave him a profound name, cross-eyed squid, soon. A more science fiction fish has emerged. His name is copper ray. A deep-sea fish that looks very melancholy, but the eyes, you think, are actually his nostrils. The two night pearls in my head. Those are his eyes. In order to obtain a wider visual range, they are directly on their heads. Opened a panoramic skylight. This way you can not only see above, and you can see your own glowing back cylinder. Therefore, it is also called the flagfish, if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Can you believe he's a real creature? When the probe breaks through a depth of 800 meters, an even more astonishing discovery, we were thrilled. A Ming River jellyfish over 20 meters long appeared in our line of sight. It's one of the world's rarest megafauna. So far, the number of human sightings of the Ming River jellyfish, just over 130 times. He was a psychedelic reddish-brown all over, a dozen meters long shot, floating like ghost claws in the water. It looks like a creature from hell. To be able to see his true face with my own eyes, undoubtedly a rare luck. In Antarctica, almost all marine species are more diverse than other seas are bigger. This is a red squid. They are 2 meters long, weighs 50 kilograms. It's a man-eating sea monster in the mouth of a fisherman. Like terrestrial wolves, Hongbao squid will form huge groups. Cooperative hunting. Their tentacles are covered with barbed wall suckers, capable of firmly locking prey and pushing it into the mouth. And when the number of prey is insufficient to protect, they started killing each other. This squid caught one with its tentacles, smaller, of the same kind. In order to prevent other squid from finding out, he released black ink as cover. But even so, a bigger red treasure squid, or did you find it and sneak attack it? In a mud spot 1 kilometer near the bottom of the sea, in the bed basin, we were delighted to find consumer favorite king crab. But unlike ordinary imperial shoes, the imperial shoes that live in Antarctica have few natural enemies. It makes them bigger. 90 centimeters long legs with 30 centimeters shoe cover, both thin and fat. As the probe continues to dive, we are gradually approaching the final destination of this trip. Deep Sea Midnight Zone. The area is 1,300 meters above sea level. Sunlight cannot enter here. We feel like we have stepped into another dimension of time and space. There are creatures here too, but their form is similar to what we usually see. Totally different. They are like alien visitors. The whole body radiates brilliant light. 93% of the population communicates with light. This primitive and mysterious form of communication, perhaps the earliest language on Earth. However, our understanding of this light signal remains. It's fairly limited, not yet fully deciphered. But the animals here have used light. Make the most of it. This fish with the nightlight overhead is called the monkfish. They do this by shining a light to prey on curious prey. And this one with a long mouth and tusks is a fangtooth fish. They're covered in pressure sensors. It can sense any movement in the surrounding seawater. The fangtooth is the most voracious hunter in the unemployed area, but their prey also has an escape stunt. This fluorescent ink, it's a great distraction for predators. In this dark deep sea, creatures seem to have escaped the shackles of time. The tube jellyfish has almost acquired the ability to live forever. They clone themselves over and over again, replicating countless tiny individuals, then string together, become the longest animal in the world. According to reports, the tube jellyfish that have arrived so far can reach up to 120 meters in length. As this exploration comes to an end, and something magical happened. Snow is floating under the deep sea. Clouds of organic debris. It peels off from above. Like a forest, it nourishes the greenstone life on the seafloor. And the snowflakes they missed. Then it ends up being part of the seabed. Over millions of years, silt has accumulated on the seabed after 1.6 kilometers. When the probe touches the seabed, massive methane bubbles suddenly spewed out. Tests show these methane concentrations are extremely high. And what's even more amazing is massive methanobacteria accumulate around the bubbles. These microbes survive in extreme environments. Perhaps it is to unlock the extraterrestrial, the key to the mystery of life. Now we know. Oceans also exist on the moons of Jupiter and Saturn. Since biology can survive in such a harsh deep-sea environment, then they must also be in some alien world. Thrive. If you want to see more videos about discovering the mysteries of the Earth, please subscribe and follow my channel to not miss the latest videos.